We're gonna go over 5 money slash investing tips that I wish I knew when I first started. I'm 21. I started investing as soon as I turned 19 or right before my 19th birthday. So I have like 3 years of experience investing, and I've done quite a bit of research just through watching YouTube videos and stuff, nothing like actually like studying in college or whatever. But first thing is money related. For the best credit, you need history. So get a credit card as soon as you can. Like as soon as you can, get a credit card and start building history on it. Like even if it's just a couple small purchases a month and then paying it off immediately. Literally immediately. Don't get a credit card if you're going to use it for the credit. Use a credit card like a debit card and just pay it off. Like, dude, as soon as I see that balance show up on my credit card in my app, it's gone immediately. I pay it off immediately. I just can't stand there even being a balance, but at least pay off the full thing, each month. And then, as you go, you're going to get more credit cards so that you build even more history and more whatever. Like I have 3 credit cards right now. I'm about to have a 4th, and you just want to build history with them, and it's just going to increase your credit over time. I'm sort of on the fence about how much credit matters in general because, in my opinion, I think if you have enough money, your credit isn't going to really matter in the long run. But if you want to just be as smart as possible financially, I think having a good credit score is awesome. Number 2, dollar cost average into the S&P 500 and any stocks you want. It will even out your profits and losses, and will just make you more money in general. If you don't know what dollar cost averaging is, it's basically like if I were to invest $500 a week into the S&P 500 or an individual stock or something, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. If I were to invest like $500 a week into that thing, just over and over, like just automatically just did it every single week. That's like dollar cost averaging. You're averaging out, instead of just putting like $5,000 into the S&P 500 all at once and buying it at that price, you're buying $500 of it for the next 10 weeks to equal out to $5,000, and you're going to buy the average of that price throughout that entire time. So instead of and why this reduces your risk, as much of your risk, is because if you buy into a stock at, let's say, $520 or something like that, and you put $5,000 into that right then and there, and then 6 months later it's down like $100 somehow, something like that, you're gonna be cooked. Like that's fully cooked. But if you would have only put $500 into it as it was at like 521, and then as it was dropping, you kept putting money in, then when it goes back up, you're gonna make so much more money because you were investing even while it was lower down and stuff. Anyways, this could go for a lot of different situations, but dollar cost averaging is great. I wish I would have been doing it this whole time, and I still probably don't even do it enough. I probably should be investing more consistently throughout the month, but that one's great. Number 3, be more risky when you're younger. I, for example, was super scared of crypto when I first started because it just felt a little too risky for me, but I could have made so much money off crypto. I think we all could say something like that, but like if I invested in Bitcoin 3 years ago, I would have made a decent amount of money, or like XRP, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just those hindsight type things, but be risky when you're younger to an extent. Like do some research on it. One thing about me is that I was just kind of scared to even research crypto because I thought it was just like this weird online phenomenon of money, but I wish I would have at least just done some research into it, even if I didn't invest in it, but I didn't even research it. So I kind of regret doing that. So find some riskier stocks that you are not necessarily confident in, but confident enough in to invest in. Number 4, S&P 500 is literally the best thing in the world. I love it. The S&P 500 has made me like 20 grand in the last year or two. Like, that's pretty crazy. And I just from putting money into it. So it's like one of the safest things to invest in. It's outperformed my Roth IRA in the last 2 years. And I will never stop investing in it. It's literally what I put 75% of my money in every time I get paid, because it's just that good. I don't know, man. It's, if you don't know, it's like the top 500 companies in. I always say I'm gonna look this up, but I don't know if it's the top 500 companies in the U.S. or in the NASDAQ. I can't remember what it is, but it's like the top 500 companies somewhere I think it's in the U.S. I don't know what I'm saying, dude. I got to do the research on that because I don't want to give false information, but yeah, it's fantastic. It's just like puts all those companies in one mutual fund, and then when you invest in it, you're investing in all those companies at once. So super good. Make sure you invest in the S&P 500. It's going to make you a lot of money over time. Number 5, get to $100,000 invested as soon as possible. There's a graph. If you just search compound interest graph in Google, it'll come up with a bunch of different results, and you'll see when you invest, it compounds over time, and depending on how much you have invested. So at the beginning of the graph, you'll see it's kind of just like this, like just a super tiny little slope from like 0 to 50K or something like that. Then it starts going up a little bit more. And then once it hits $100,000, once it hits that little mark, it starts to go like this. It's insane how much money compounds if you just keep investing consistently and once you have a lot of money invested. So get to $100,000 invested as fast as you possibly can, because that is the point where it really starts to ramp up. And and it just compounds like crazy, and you're going to retire early, and it's going to be great. So anyways, those are my top 5 money/investing tips that I wish I knew earlier, and I wish I started doing earlier. Hopefully that was some help to you, and obviously go do your own research. If you don't fully trust a 21-year-old's opinion, I totally understand that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.